skipper or his appointed agent must provide the master a written cargo information form known as a shipper's declaration, as required by the IMSBC code. The shipper's declaration must say whether the coal has a history of self-heating and or a tendency to emit methane. The sulfur content should be stated. In addition, the cargo moisture content and transportable moisture limit, if it is a Group A cargo, should be recorded. Look to see if the cargo is declared as being harmful to the marine environment, HE, for MARPOL Annex 5 purposes. The shipper should also provide the Material Safety Data Sheet, MSDS. Experience shows that even when declarations are provided, they may be inaccurate. Therefore, it is often best to assume that the cargo is liable to self-heat and treat it accordingly. Before loading coal, some precautions should be taken. Bilge wells should be cleaned, residual cargoes removed, and suctions tested. The grids can be covered with taped-down, double-wrapped burlap sacking, act as a pre-strainer. Hatch cover wheels and steel-to-steel contact points should be greased to ensure that no sparks are caused during opening and closing. The insulation of electrical cables, hold lights and any other electrical instrumentation within hold and adjacent spaces should be checked for damage to make sure that they are safe for use in an atmosphere containing explosive gases. As no power is needed within the hold of a bulk carrier while loaded, the fuses should be removed to isolate any circuits at risk of flammable gas. Check the instruments to measure methane, oxygen and carbon monoxide levels in the cargo holes as already described. You should also be able to measure the temperature of the cargo. If this is done through sensing pipes, check they are clear. The same goes for the hold sounding pipes. You can use these to get a sample of bilge water so you can check its pH. You should be able to use all of these without having to enter the cargo space. A smoking policy should be implemented on ship. Smoking should be banned and no hot water allowed on the main deck, particularly near cargo compartments. Before departure, the master should be satisfied that the surface of the material has been trimmed reasonably level to the boundaries of the cargo space. This avoids the formation of gas pockets and prevents air from entering the body of the coal. After completion of loading, access casings and trunking leading into the cargo space should be sealed to stop explosive gases moving around the ship. There is another module which covers carriage of IMSBC code Group A cargoes, that is, cargoes that may liquefy, in more detail. So we will just restate here that it is vital that coal cargoes with a moisture content approaching the transportable moisture limit must never be loaded in rain or snowfall. The hatch covers of holes which are not being worked should be closed to minimize moisture in the cargo. Even where a cargo is not likely to liquefy, it is generally good practice to apply the same precautions in order to reduce the chances of corrosive acids forming in the cargo. The precautions that need to be taken depend upon the information provided by the shipper and any special precautions which have been provided by the insurer. Prior to loading coal which may emit methane, the ship should ensure that there is a natural ventilation system capable of providing adequate surface ventilation, or there is a mechanical ventilation system capable of providing ventilation appropriate to the type of the ship. Exhaust systems must be safe for use in an explosive atmosphere. The ship should be equipped with at least 2 instruments capable of measuring methane. Explosimeters capable of reading 0 to 100% of the LEL, or methanometers reading 0 to 5% of methane concentration in air.